What's up, guys? Making a video. Duh. I don't like making videos sitting down. I feel like my energy is blocked, but I'm gonna do the best I can. Cause I've been having a few aha moments. You know that 1111 gateway portal type shit? I think it has a little something to do with it. So, I read a quote, or I read this little posting by this guy named Ram Dass. I don't know if you're familiar with him, but it was kind of funny because it related to an experience that I had earlier in the day. But what he says is, we get upset and we get mad. And then you have to ask yourself, why are you mad? And the real reason that you're mad is because you have a false expectation or a mold as how the world should be in that present moment. And that in the present moment doesn't match that expectation or that mold. So therefore, you feel off balanced, you feel out of alignment. And that's just telling you that your thought is out of alignment with God's plan. And then another thing that he had mentioned is, we all have needs, right? Now, apart from air in our lungs, food in our belly, clothes on our back, roof over our head, security, root chakra type shit, what are your next needs? Sacral, right? Love, acceptance, things like that, being cherished, as what he would say. But then you have to ask yourself, whose need is that? Whose need is it that needs to be cherished? Is it your need? Is it the higher self's need? Or is it the ego's need? Because once you become aware of whose need it really is, you could decide to let it go. Now, if it's the higher self's need, you will feel that, and then you could accept it. But if it's the ego's need, then you can let it go. Now, this is something that I have been going through. But let me finish this off before I fucking get on a tangent. So another thing he says is, I'm going to put it in my own words. Do your best to build friendships, relationships, bonds, where you could honestly say it to that person. What you're doing is pissing me off. It's not your problem. I just need to express myself and let you know that you are pissing me off. But it is my problem. So you go do what you got to do, and I'm going to do what I got to do. And that's how we should build a relationships. Meaning, if someone was to say that to you, like, hey, you're fucking bugging me. You're pissing me off. But I know that it's something within me. And it's a reflection, a mirror. So it has nothing to do with you. And you have no reason to get offended by that. And if you still get offended, that's where the healing needs to be. And just ask yourself, fuck, no. Just feel it, Just feel it. But that's where the healing needs to go. That's the relationships we need to build. And if you fuck around and get offended every time someone brings something to your attention, and it seems like they're picking on you, you're still fucking stuck in victim mode. And you have to become aware of that. No one can tell you that. Because then it's just gonna be a cycle. You're gonna get offended again. So you have to figure that out. And that's one thing that we have to realize is we can't tell people their flaws. We just have to accept them for what they are. And just know that they're exactly where they need to be, and we are exactly where we need to be. Acceptance. That's what I'm experiencing right now. With everything. With my attachments. Whether you want to call them addictions, attachments. With my insecurities. All these things. They're coming to the surface. And I'm more aware of them now. Like, I have a new level of awareness. But let me share this with you. Because so many of us think that, like, when our consciousness raises, or we get not even enlightenment. Because that is so far ahead. But like, just a simple, subtle raising consciousness. You know, that's what it is. It's not like, bam, I'm enlightened. Wow, here it is. This is what it feels like. No, you just become more and more aware. Doesn't make it, it's not that it's a little bit easier, but there's still a challenge there. It's not like it just becomes effortless. And if that's what you're looking for, like, let that fucking idea go. Because you're not just going to fucking, bam, have a click. Not saying that that can't happen. But, like, if that's what you want to believe, then believe that. Because our beliefs create a reality. So I'm not saying not to believe that. But more than likely, it's just going to be little shifts. But you'll become aware. And it'll become easier, but you'll still have that challenge. Because if there wasn't a challenge, if it don't challenge you, it don't change you. And remember that. So, like I said, I've been noticing a lot. And my whole reality is mirroring what's going on, and I'm seeing it. For example, I'm helping a friend, and my energy is kind of on some low vibrational shit, and I don't know why at the time. So I'm kind of like, blah, when I'm talking. Like I have no interest. You know? Because my heart's not into it. I'm not going to lie, my heart's not into it, right? And then the cat that's in the house swiped me. Bam, meow, out of nowhere. Like, why? Why are you being a dick for no reason, cat? And I thought, yeah, Michael, why are you being a dick for no reason? That's what I'm talking about. It's always talking to us. And it's all a mirror. So no more getting offended. Let go of the offense. And that's what sucks. I had that realization today. I can no longer put my fucking problems on somebody else's shoulders. I can't consciously do that no more. I can't hold you accountable for how I feel. And that was another thing that Ram Dass mentioned at the end of his article is, you know, it's pretty bold. That's pretty selfish of you to put your consciousness in somebody else's hands. Meaning your level, not your level, but your state of awareness, your state of being in somebody else's hands. God, I murdered that. Let me restate that. Fuck that. You know what I said, right? You're responsible. Regardless if it was the person that triggered you, you're responsible. So no more saying, you made me feel like that. But he said it so well. So if you're interested in that, on Instagram, just look up Baba Ram Dass, and it's his latest article, and just look at his comments. Like you'll see his little meme or his little post, his little thing, and then click on what he posted under it. But other than that, like, I just been stripped down. Like, something big's gonna happen because I'm not complaining. Like, I am grateful. Like, I see it. The universe is humbling the fuck out of me, and it's pulling these attachments away from me. And I see it with the kratom. Now with my diet, I'm going to mention something real quick that I wanted to mention so I could hold myself accountable. So not only will it motivate me to make a daily video, but to take care of myself. And it's sad that I need to, the motivation to take care of yourself should be a fucking enough. But sometimes our programs are so embedded in us. Sometimes it takes a little, motivation. Or that's a fucking crappy word to use. But I know when I speak my words out and then I say them to somebody, then I feel like I'm held accountable for them, Meaning if I say, man, hey, I'm fasting today, don't let me eat, and then I eat, that's showing that I lack integrity, and I don't like doing that. So I'm stating this, and I'm going to do my best, but Thanksgiving, I'm going to go, this is how I'm eating. It's usually roughly around 1,000 calories to like 1,200 calories of whole foods, rice, vegetables, protein, and then no sugars, and that's it. I fast. So I'm fasting pretty much 18 hours of the day. Then I'm only going to eat like 1,000 to 1,200 calories to fucking rebalance my body out. Because I overeat. I don't eat mindfully. And then while I'm eating, I'm focused on what I'm eating next. So I know it's just this sick ass program running in my fucking brain, in my mind. And I have to fucking just tackle it. So I'm going to do it by this. I'm going to underfeed myself, and I'm going to become used to that. And I'm going to fucking take away the sugar to fucking resensitize myself. Because a lot of people don't like hearing this. But that fucking sugar, that shit is a fucking drug. That shit is more addicting than fucking cocaine. I would say nicotine, but I'm not so sure. But probably right up there with it. But fucking cocaine is a hell of a drug. But that sugar, shit is so fucking, it's toxic. And I eat so much of it. So, like I said, I'm going to do my best. Put my best effort forward. And I'm going to fucking break these programs. Hey, it's got to happen. When's your time? When's your time going to change? And don't worry, like, I'm not like, I just want you to ask yourself these questions. I'm not like pushing you, saying you got to do this. You know if you got to do this. Like if you've already been thinking about this shit and then this video showed up, come on, get the fuck over yourself. Quit living in denial. Let go and just surrender it to the universe. Say, universe, I see I need to let go of this, but I'm having a difficult time doing that. So if you could just help me and assist me with doing it gracefully, I surrender it in your hands. And that's what I've been doing. And it's all fucking just been happening. It's been pretty gracefully. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, sometimes there's a struggle, but it's what's making me stronger. So expect a video regardless of what the fuck I'm talking about in it. I'm just saying I'm making a video. I don't know what it's going to be about. It might just me be rambling like I am right now. But I'm going to make a video. And I'm going to tune in with you and just let you know, like, what that shit's like. When you go from eating 300 grams of sugar a day to eating, like 20. F that. But I just stating that right now. So I wanted to do something a little different, right? So I figured I'd grab these oracle cards. I like these cards. They're pretty positive, So I gave them a shuffle, and I already put an intention in there to give you guys a present and future, meaning what's going on in your current reality and what will best serve you in this moment. And then what will best serve you in your future? What do you got to look like? What will best serve you in your future? So we'll just do the first card. Just cut the deck, and your first card is, bam, Free Fallen. 50 is the number. Free Fallen, and the number is 50. 5 is a number of change in numerology. 0 is a number of beginnings and ends, endings and conclusions, cycles, God Force, Alpha Omega, the good shit. So 50 is a great number. But change is coming. It's happening to me every day. So it's just confirming to me. And this is exactly what I'm going through. I'm just free falling into this universe. Trusting. Just fucking trusting. And it's cool. Fuck it. Like, I'm already past that lack shit. I get it. I got what I need, and I'm grateful. Like, I'm finally in that awareness where I have everything that I need, And anything else is just the ego being a needy bitch. So free falling. It doesn't get much better than this. Deep radical... Let me start over. It doesn't get much better than this. Deep radical trust that appearances meaning nothing and that you... Oh my God, what am I, a fucking literate? Get it together, Sheldon. I'm going to try this again. Okay, free falling. It doesn't get much better than this. Deep radical trust that appearances meaning nothing and that you and only you are the captain of your ship. What you say goes. You are in unrestrained motion and unseen forces are awaiting your command. Meaning, you're creating this motherfucker. So start creating. Start creating. It doesn't get much better than this. Deep radical trust that appearances mean nothing and that you and only you are the captain of your ship. What you say goes. You are in unrestrained motion, and unseen forces are awaiting your command. Hope that resonated with y'all. Now let's do the future. What's the future looking like for all of us? Just say no. Just say no. And that's number 51. There goes that 5 again. Changes. 1, new beginnings. Just say no. The divine buzz. Everybody has a different phrasing for it. Being in the now. A connection with all that is. Living in the moment. Here's the thing. There are no words that can explain it. But baby, you know you can feel it. Savor it for all it's worth. Meaning, all your power is right here in this fucking moment. It's not what you did yesterday, and it's not what you could do tomorrow. It's what you could do right fucking here, right now. And that's the number of 551. Changes, assertiveness, taking initiative, moving forward, creating your own reality through your life experiences. You know? So just remember, it's cool to dream about the future, get an idea of where you're going. But eventually you're going to have to pull your ass back here in this fucking moment and fucking start putting the puzzle together. And remember, unless you're reflecting back on a happy moment, the past offers nothing to you. But other than that, life's a dream. And if you're going through dark times, just know that shit is temporary. That shit, nothing is permanent. Nothing. Nothing. Even your suffering. Even your suffering. And just like that card I just pulled, in the now, your present moment, where your power is at, I just lost my train of thought. But it's in the now, where all your power is at. That fucking sucks. I had something pretty decent to say, and then Source just cut me off, so I guess you just ain't supposed to, Damn, that blew my mind. Blew my mind. Either way, oh well. I hope you got something from this video. Man, I kind of just want to just sit here and stare at this screen until I find out what the fuck it is what I was going to say. I'm going to think about it, and once I remember it, I'll put it in the comment section. But if I don't, then I didn't. Right? Just say now. Oh, that's what I was going to say. It had to do with that fucking quote. So, in here, it is an endless pit of suffering. Remember that. In here, in this fucking mind, is where all your suffering is all your suffering exists. Not out here, not in this present moment, but in here. So you figure out where you want to hang out. Do you want to hang out in the now, where anything is possible and where all your power's at? Or you want to hang out in here where all your fucking misery and pain is? And the more you practice hanging out here, pulling yourself out of here, into the now, the easier it becomes and the more you stick around in this present moment. But eventually you're just going to have to start doing it for it to happen. It's not just going to happen for you. Either way, have a beautiful day. Love yourself.